prodigal son, a dangerous love, and a deadly secret. Grace Devine, daughter of the local pastor, always knew something terrible happened the night Daniel Calby disappeared and her brother Jude came home covered in his own blood. Now that Daniel's returned, Grace must choose between her growing attraction to him and her loyalty to her brother. As Grace gets closer to Daniel, she learns the truth about that mysterious night and how to save the ones she loves, but it might cost her the one thing she cherishes most: her soul. Hi guys, this is Jessica with Chapter Chicks, and I'm here to do a book review for you guys today, and it is over The Dark Divine by Bree Despain. This book was released December 22nd of 2009 by Egmont, USA. It has 372 pages in the U.S. paperback edition, and it is the first book in the Dark Divine series. Okay, so I'm going to be starting off now with the non-spoiler review. So whether or not you've read this book or haven't read this book, you are safe to watch this part of the review. So you will not be spoiled, I hope. So basically, I listened to this book last year on audiobook, and I hated it. Like, if I would have rated it, I didn't actually review it just because I hated it so much, but I would have given it a 0, an F. It was terrible. Because the girl that does the audio sounds ridiculous. She makes the main character, Grace, sound really whiny and really annoying, and she makes Daniel sound like a wimpy creeper, basically. He sounds so wimpy. So I just pictured this like scrawny, greasy little dude, and it wasn't attractive to see this little whiny girl and this greasy dude like get together, and like just the way that it was read was terrible. The audio, I'm never listening to audiobooks again because series are just so much better when you read them yourself. But now, talking about when I'm reading it this time, I think I would have enjoyed it a lot more if it wasn't already ruined for me by the audiobook, because when I was still reading it, I was still picturing that girl, or hearing that girl's voice in my head, and seeing the characters that voice had created. It took me a really long time for me to finally develop my own voice and my own characters in my head. I actually started off by picturing Daniel as Zac Efron, just because he was the first person to pop into my head. That was better than this crazy guy. Zac Efron is fine, too, so that helps. But he doesn't look like Zac Efron in my head anymore. He's like a collaboration of a whole bunch of hot people. But, yeah, I think I would have enjoyed it a lot more, so don't let this review, like, if I say something that makes you not want to read it, don't let that sway you from reading it, because it was ruined for me at one point. But the characters were pretty okay in this book. They weren't amazing because not all of it was the audio. Grace is a little whiny. Daniel's not very wimpy, but he's kind of a creeper a little bit. Just a little bit, though. And, yeah, they were pretty much okay. I really liked Jude and, what's that guy's name? The guy with a triple threat smile. I can't remember his name to save my life. Pete Bradshaw. I thought he was a really cool character. I thought the way that worked out was really cool. So yeah, it wasn't really character driven, but they were still some pretty cool characters. And the plot in this book moved pretty quickly. It took me like a day to get through. The font, you guys can see, is pretty big. So it didn't take long, and yeah, the book's not very big either. So it didn't take me very long to get through the 372 pages. It took me a day, and the story was just pretty quick. It was pretty thought out. It wasn't amazingly thought out. Like, this isn't Harry Potter or anything, but it was pretty thought out. You could see where the author, Bree Despain, got from point A to point B and like how she got there and stuff. Another thing that was cool was I was pretty satisfied at the ending, but I also still want more. I cannot wait for The Lost Saint. I know it's already out, but I'm broke, so can't go buy it. But yeah, so yeah, I can't wait for the next book. And but I was still satisfied with this book, and that's the way I think books should be. I think they should either be so crazy that you can't like not run to the bookstore and grab the next one, or you should feel so satisfied but still want to read the next one. I don't think series should completely wrap up at the end, and this one definitely doesn't. One thing I didn't like, however, was the amount of hints that were put into Bree Despain, because there's a big mystery going on through most of the story. Like, even right here it says a deadly secret as one of the 3 little blurbs right there. I don't know if you guys can see it because of the glare, but it's not really a secret after you give so many hints as to what it is. Like, it was really simple to guess what was going on in this book. And that was kind of annoying, but, like, it still wasn't so obvious that you, like, knew for 100% certainty. Like, you're like, I think that's what it's going to be, but I'm not 100% sure. So, yeah. Yay for that. Now I'm going to move on to the spoiler review. So if you have not read The Dark Divine, please do not continue watching after the black screen that's going to show up, because you will be spoiled. I will be talking about the book from beginning to end and specific details. Okay, so one of the things I just wanted to say, it's not really like crazy spoiling, well, I guess it's kind of spoiling, but I thought it was really cool at the end, because as you guys know, Grace has to sacrifice herself to cure Daniel. And I was like, well, couldn't just anybody really do that? When they said that. So, like, I was kind of confused. But then I liked how Jude bit her, and then it was a true sacrifice because she would become a werewolf if she killed Daniel, but she did it anyways because she loved him so much. I thought that was really cool because it was an added twist that I didn't see coming. And it really left a lot for the sequel, because I'm not 100% sure about this, which and I kind of don't like. I'm pretty sure, but Grace is a werewolf now, isn't she? I don't know. She's gonna be. I don't know if she actually killed one or if she just has like that wolf inside of her or whatever. But I thought that was really cool, and I also liked that Jude like went crazy. I was pretty mad at him though because he was being a baby. But I guess he didn't know he was doing all that stuff and all that good stuff, but still, like, I feel like he was being a baby. And none of this would have happened if freaking Jude wasn't being such a baby. Just saying. But I did like how everything kind of wrapped up, where, yeah, Grace is a werewolf, Jude's crazy, and Daniel is cured, so I thought that was, well, he's cured now. He can't be a werewolf anymore. So, like, I wonder how that's going to be, because now Grace is the one with the superhuman strength, and I guess it says something about that, where Grace can use all this stuff now to help people, which I guess that's pretty cool. I'm just really excited for The Lost Saint. I hope you guys are too. But I'm going to stop now because I'm kind of rambling. This video is 8 minutes long already, at least from what I've recorded. I'm sure there'll be less. But I'm Jessica with Chapter Chicks. This was my review over The Dark Divine by Bree Despain. And this chapter was for you. Thank you so much for watching, guys.